You'd never know she was 46 years old. That's B-Phlat. She's in Philadelphia. It's Tighten Up Tuesday. I'm Chris Dimon live in St. Louis at Mid-Coast Studio. Pumped to see everybody. It's live. It's Tuesday. Let us know in the comments if you're here to have a good time. This is a show where we flip shit, make it fly. It's your aunt, your parents, your sisters, your brother's favorite comedy and DIY show. What's up, B?
No, celebrate, right?
What are you celebrating today?
Oh, it's
what?
9:02. It's 9:02. We 2 minutes late. Oh.
I wish the show was just this for an hour.
Chris.
Great start, B.
I'm celebrating being on time.
Are you?
Yes, go Andy. Go Chris. It's our birthdays.
Not yet.
I know, I'm just saying, we're celebrating.
Oh, that's right. You celebrate birthday half years. Got it.
There you have it.
And why not? You're here. You're standing on 2 feet. You got those moves.
Thank you. And welcome to all my Picassos and new fans tuning in, watching Tighten Up Tuesdays. And I'm hoping that one of those new fans is my mama watching tonight. She said
Who?
she was going. My mother. She drove me crazy today. That's why I had to do a video. She got on my nerve. Oh, I had to do a live. And you know I rarely do lives, Chris. I'm trying to get work done. I'm really being productive. That's why I got on my house dress. Just looking about crazy. I don't even care. You can see my bra strap.
I thought that was his style. I don't know anything. I'm like, hey, B looks nice.
And I only got to hit 2 hot spots. So, exactly. And it started with my mama.
Your mother's watching.
I hope so. I really do hope so, because she called me, asking me about something. And it's funny because she's the one that taught me how to do all this stuff.
Hot spots?
No, like DIY.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then she called me, asking me about something. So I'm trying to explain it to her, and I was like, Mom, I'm trying to get ready for my show. And da-da-da-da. And then she went through this whole shit, and I was like, Mama, you should just watch Tighten Up. I ain't got time to watch that. I'm getting ready to watch the Sherri Shepherd show. I said, fine, Mama, I get that. I said, and she talking about what you fixing might not be what I need to have fixed at the time, and I got to go back and look. I said, Mama, what Sherri might be talking about today might not be what you want to hear, but that's why it's called episodes, and you stay tuned and you tune in. You don't know what's going to happen on the show.
That's why everybody tunes in. Oh, it's going to be a great show today. So, oh, man, I'll never forget meeting your mom for the first time. It was amazing.
Chris,
it was amazing.
I got to get out. I'm getting ready to watch. I said, well, that comes on daily, and my show just comes on once a week. And you can watch it, and then you don't have to keep calling me about the stuff that I'm showing on the show, the things that you. And then when I try to tell you, then she's like, I got to get off the phone. As soon as you're trying to explain, well, get off the phone then. But I was like, she is hilarious. But she gave me, for 30 minutes, Chris, I was like, I'm over you, mother. I got to work on Tighten Up Tuesday.
That's how it goes.
And the Picasso 100. There's just a lot going on. So.
There is certainly a lot going on.
Yeah, before I show love to them, I always got to show love to Daphne, who has been helping out so much, writing, and just in terms of like getting the website going, making sure it's typed the right language. She's checking everything. We send her the pages, and she's like, oh, let me look over this and look over that. So I really appreciate for that. And of course, if you need some things done, she does writing for everything. I think Daphne could write an encyclopedia. She could probably write Wikipedia. Not that people need encyclopedias anymore, but she's just so dope like that in terms of her skills. So that's why I rely on her heavily. And I love to always thank my soror for providing my lovely music all 3 wonderful hip tracks
Hip
that are
indeed.
tied. Yes, shout out to Lauren, Sounds of Noel, DC in the house,
Mm.
the DMV as they would call it, that area. So I did a coin flip with Andy before the show started. It was either heads, weed, or tails, no wine. So he won, and I said, because I'm tired of, I can't be smoking and drinking, doing both. So it's one or the other. So this is the last of my wine. Wine won because, Chris, I'm getting chunky. And I was like, oh, I can't fit some of my stuff. I've been down here altering stuff on my sewing machine. I was like, hell no, I'm about to just do what I got to do and keep it pushing. So,
Nice
because
one,
all I've
B.
been doing is having briefing bakes, and Zoom meetings, and drinking and smoking, and all the liquor that everybody sends me. I'm like, oh, it's catching up to me. So I'm going to go back to my wine only.
Oh,
And I'm still going to celebrate with people.
of course.
But, yeah. Oh, I got to get it together because I can't afford to buy no new clothes.
B-Phlat. B, you've got let's see, we have a first-time viewer this evening. I know you love hearing about those.
You know that? Yes. And spread the word. Tell everybody about what we doing over here.
Hey, B and Chris, watching from Rochester, New York for the first time. That's from Christine Stone.
Hey, Christine. Shout out to Rochester. Now, you know that's me. We ain't never gave a shout out to anybody in Rochester.
I wonder if that has anything to do with Sherri and Kim hitting the Northeast the last past weekend.
Rochester.
That's a ways away, though, isn't it?
It is. But then you never know. A lot of people drive in from afar.
People drive in to see you.
True, but I'm just saying they may have to come. It's probably like a 6-hour drive, 7 maybe from Rochester to where they were in like the Jersey, this Philly, Delaware area over the weekend.
Gotcha. If you're in North Carolina or Texas, I know Sherri's coming your way. Same with Kim. So as far as Texas goes. So B, your show tonight, Tighten Up Tuesday, every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central. What do you have on deck for us?
Well, first of all, I'm going to do a new one. I definitely have to give a shout out to Lavette and Maddie. It's their birthday today. And I'm giving them a special shout out because they're on the 100 Picasso committee. And we had an emergency meeting over the weekend just to try to pull things together. And I just love the fact that no matter when I just say, oh, we got to meet, everybody's like, okay, what's the Zoom link? And they jump on and everybody's really working their ass off. You know, we've met like twice and we meet over the phone this past week, just pulling everything together. People looking over the forms, and it's a lot. So I definitely had to give them a shout out because on Sunday, Saturday, they were like, oh, my birthday's on Tuesday. And I'm like, here we all on a Saturday going over stuff for the Picasso 100, just making sure we're on point when people could be out kicking it. So I totally appreciate that. You know, I really appreciate everybody volunteering and doing the work on this because it's pulled together, Chris. That's all I got to say.
That's fantastic. Makisha's in the house. Veronica's in the house. Yes. Veronica's having some wine. Tanya Maston says in the house. Quincy's in the house. MM's in the house. M. Gabrielle Smith, Samuel Tobin, Irina. Everybody's here, ready to party. Let's keep it going.
We'll keep it going. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and show that we're having a meeting next Thursday, not Wednesday. You know, I know the Picassos, they probably, the committee members, they're like, damn, we just had a meeting Sunday and a meeting Wednesday. But I can't do it on the 7th because everybody knows I'll actually be in St. Louis. So we're just going to do it on that Thursday. It's the first of the month. Get it out of the way. The next one will be in July and anything in between that we need. But for the most part, if you make sure you mark your calendar, it's Thursday. Not next Wednesday. It'll be next Thursday. The volunteer committee, and I'm putting the link together and you'll get it by the end of this week. Don't get it confused with your other Zoom link. And I do want to tell all my committee members, make sure you delete those old Zoom link emails because some people are getting them confused and coming in on different days. And every time I look at the Zoom, it's like, so-and-so tried to join the meeting. And all right, so delete the old ones and we won't have that problem. And then we just have one link, hopefully, per month. Unless, like I said, it's emergency like this past weekend. But anyway, we are moving on this, Chris. And I just want to say, you know, we got good news today. We got the contract from the hotel, locked us in with our rooms from the On Guard. And all that good stuff. I just need to look through it. Got the payment link, and I just want to let everybody know that that's going to be so simple because it's direct. And like once you click on the website and you click on their link to pay, they even set it up for us, Chris, as Picassos, that you can pay in payments to the hotel. They've assigned Ashley as our person. And even on the web, like, see, this is what we have to add today because we just got this information that you can call directly and give them your credit card information over the phone because the portal is already set up for us. And then you can just make a payment, or you can make a payment then, and then they say, oh, you can check in and pay, or you can call Ashley back and say, I want to make another payment. So if you want to do an partial payments, you have to do it directly through the hotel. And if you just want to pay through the payment link and pay for your hotel stay, you can do that also. But if you, like I said, if you need to pay a little now, pay it later, that really helps eases some of the financial woe, because people got to pay all these other shit up front and people are doing things in partial payments. So I like that they set that up for us. So we are moving forward. I found out today that Kiki has to do the website for mobile viewing. She has to make, like, it's a couple, and then for a tablet.
Like for a cellular phone?
Yeah, for a mobile phone, and then for tablets, iPads and shit. I was like, oh, I didn't know that.
Technical term.
Yeah, like
iPads and shit.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I didn't know that. So that it could be viewed in, in that format for those, in the right format for those devices.
It's a lot of work. Yeah.
It is, but I am going to be saying that we'll be launching this week.
Good for you. Yeah,
and I'm going to do a nice video. I might even get dressed up and put some makeup on and a good earring, Chris.
Just a good one. Maybe a nice one. Get those cash apps ready. Mama needs a new earring.
Get ready, Picassos. I might even do the flip, a handstand, flip, and a back bend. See, ain't nobody seen me do my back bends yet, because I be in in the room doing oh shit, I might have to show everybody a back bend because we ready to. That's the arch right there. I'm gonna do a back bend. Pose it over the arch. Let everybody know we about to invade St. Louis. So
looks like Veronica in the chat says, enjoyed myself in the loo this past weekend. What'd you do, Veronica? Let's hear about it. I want to know what
you did, and we're gonna keep it pushing because I got to do my Cash App dances.
Oh, do you? I didn't know if anybody blessed your account.
I'm always blessed, Chris. Are you kidding me? It wouldn't be no show if I wasn't blessed by the Picasso.
I'm coming for God. All right, let's see it.
So what did she say? Did she give us a comment about anything what she did in St. Louis? I want to know.
It's delayed, so she's probably hearing it right now, and then I bet we get an answer shortly.
Well, in that case, I got to shout out all my Cash Appers. So the funny thing is today, my Cash App battle between Miguel, who's been sick, so I've been praying for him. He's been missing a couple episodes. He's just trying to, heal. He just let me know that.
Yeah, hope Miguel feels better.
Yeah, because when the 100th come up, I got a surprise for all my Cash App battle people. But I definitely wanted to give him a shout out. Verna and Kathy L. and Lavette, Phyllis, who always donates for early for the Picasso 100th. I don't know why I'm getting tongue tied. I need to probably.
It's that wine.
No, it's not because I be looking at the clock, Chris, and I be like, clock, money. You know what I'm gonna do? Actually, I'm gonna take this motherfucking clock down.
Oh boy.
Right here. So every time my eyes go up, I want everybody to know this is what I be looking at because I be like, oh Lord, this show gonna run over time and I'm gonna run out of money. I'm taking the clock down.
You could. I feel like people would do this if you did it on your phone. If you did this to a live audience, to 5 people in your house once a week, I think you'd have a full house eventually.
I'm gonna stop looking up at it. Now I was gonna be forced to have it. I'm be looking up and be like, damn, where'd the clock go? And forget that I took it down.
We got an answer. Veronica says, visited family, and my daughter and some friends went to a Cardinals game. That's fun. They had a big weekend. If you went to the right game, you saw a great game. It was really nice weather here too, so I hope you had a good time.
Well, that's what's up. So, I just want to, before I get started into, my flash rags, DYK and all that, I got to give my Cash App battle people shouts out, love, and dance.
Let the Warriors know you're behind them.
most requested dance now, Chris?
What's that?
What's the most requested dance?
The hot spot.
You know it. I was like, damn, what happened to the Jane Pittman? I'll be reading through the CashApp comments. Everybody be like, do the dance, hot spot, hot spot. I was like, oh, no, nobody want to see me scat on the cat.
I'm a fan of the scat cat.
I want to do the stray cat scat.
Yeah.
I dance by request.
Mm.
And I better stop making them up. Shit. No, I'm going to keep on making them up. So I'm going to go and hit my CashApp battle dancing. And I still got a lot of people.
If you like seeing B dance and you want to see the hot spot, the stray cat scat.
I only hit 2, Chris.
The Jane Tubman. Request it. CashApp B-Phlat. It could be $1. It could be $1,000. If you like this show, support B-Phlat. Send her a CashApp. She'll shout you out, and she dances for it. She works hard for the money. She wore a nice dress for you this evening and her best tennis shoes and a healthy bra. And it's got pockets. Go B. That's right. CashApp B-Phlat.
This was phone and a measurement tape. Phone and a measurement tape.
And that's Chris, right. And I'm doing the under the table shuffle.
I'm gonna let you guess which hot spots I got to hit. I had this on since 5:30 in the morning. Which one, Chris? Which one did I hit?
Hit the one. Hit the number one hot spot. Ah!
I ain't get under the
Summer's Eve.
Ow.
Oh, no. Folks, you asked for it. You got it. Those hot spots are cleared up. And she even threw in a chest clear. Oh, my God.
And it was wearing his pussy. Ow.
Oh.
Damn.
Why does she like it while she cleans?
Happy, joy, happy, joy.
Oh, it's all the hot spot.
Chris, you ever see that episode of Ren and Stimpy when he was washing with the rag?
Yes,
And he took the rag and he hit him with talking about happy, joy, happy, joy. I mean, that's my favorite Ren and Stimpy episode.
I am so embarrassed. Can I admit something about Ren and Stimpy?
Mm-hmm.
My dad would let me secretly watch Beavis and Butthead. We watched The Simpsons. Like, we were Catholic. We weren't one of those religions where you couldn't say you watched The Simpsons if you were a kid. Ren and Stimpy, I was watching when it came on, right? Mm-hmm. I watched the first episode because I watched Nickelodeon all the time. And it was so disgusting. I told my mom, I was like, I kind of want to write a letter. I'm so embarrassed. I loved it. I loved it like 2 weeks later when they warped my brain. But it was that gross that I was like, I don't think I should be watching this. Like,
yeah, they used to be gross, but I used to be cracking up.
So funny.
Yeah, so I always be saying happy, joy when I'm doing my hit the hot spots.
Gosh.
In my mind, I'll be like, happy, joy, happy, joy, happy, joy.
MM's wearing Stimpy socks right now. Hilarious.
That's what I'm talking about. Mark know what's up. That's why he the ambassador. He knows.
Oh, everybody loves the hot spot dance. Quincy says that's the real floss. Vanessa Hearn says not under the tatas. Makisha's also. Everybody's loving the hot spot. Wow, this is a new hit. Yeah, and then did anybody mention? Oh, somebody said under the furnace, not under the furnace. Is Pack 93. That's undercarriage that she was. That was the transmission she was working on down there.
Oh
boy.
I love the hot spot dance. You never know what I'm going to come up with, Chris. My mind is so crazy and all over the place. So I've just learned to embrace it and hope that somebody give me a check. Somebody from the U.S. Department.
It's either at this.
They look at the like, yeah, she need a check. So shout out to Felicia Hall and Samantha Hicks. They said I missed them last week on the refund of the flash rags. And so I've already sent a nice little update to John That was just today so that we can get back on the same page. And I'm trying to respond to everybody. And thank God it's not a lot of people. But if you are on that, the list of people that got a messed up flash rag that you didn't like or was one of the rough ones, make sure you hit me up on the frugalflip@gmail.com because I'm only doing this once. If you ain't getting in on it now, don't be hitting me up 6 months later talking about, I just found my flash rag and I need a refund. I'm trying to get all this done at once.
I tried to do the hot spot dance and it burned my lips.
Oh, you better not do no hot spot dance with them ones that feel like microfiber that you're supposed to wash the car with. Oh, you might rub off 1,000,000 coochie hairs.
I got a bald spot now.
That rag might be a way to get a Brazilian wax if you want.
That's right. You want that racing stripe?
Yeah, use that rag, but don't put it on me. Make sure you cut the portion off where my logo is, where my hair is. I don't want that on my head.
Okay,
that's all I'm saying. Just cut my piece off. I'm gonna jump into now. It's funny because I tried to pronounce this gentleman's name right, so I actually went into my dictation, which is on the phone. If you ask them how to say something, you put it in, it tells you how to say it. Oh, I keep messing it up. So hopefully I get it right. I was trying to practice, but anyway, as you know, we have one more week left, more or less in the healthcare field that I'm celebrating DYKs, either in the mental health area or just in healthcare in terms of an African American contribution to the field. So today we are showing love to Dr. Bowen. His name is Kwabena Bowen, and I think I said it right, but I don't have an African dialect, so I'm doing my best. And Dr. Bowen designed and created a silicone chip to mimic the functions of the human retina, born in 1969 to present. So let me just read about this brother real quick and give y'all some quick information. Stanford University graduate. A Stanford University bioengineering professor and pioneer of neuroformic, I hope I'm saying that right, neuroformic engineering. I need to practice these words, Chris. These big ass words in the words.
Wine.
No, they big ass words. Bowen designed and created a silicone chip to mimic the functions of the human retina. Widely celebrated for his engineering accomplishments, Bowen sought to bridge the gap between the understanding of machine processing and the biological processors that are in the human brain. This technology has broad applications, including a brain-machine interface that assists disabled persons in communicating and leading more independent lives. So think about it as like people that are quadriplegic and how some of them can't speak, but they can operate through those devices that are translated through like computers and stuff.
Yeah.
Chris? Yeah. All right. I want to say, Chris, where your ass go?
I'm taking it in. I'm DYKing.
Yeah, he is responsible for that type of engineering. And he's a young brother. He's born in 1964. So he's only a few years older than me. That's what's up. So shout out to Kwabena Bowen. And if somebody knows how to pronounce it right, not that you can say it in the comments and shit, but you can always send a translation or call me.
You can spell out a translation.
Yeah, or you can do it on the hit the Instagram thing where you hit the little mic and then record your voice in the DM, and you can be like, B, this is how you say it. Because I try to be, cognizant of stuff like that.
Yep.
So shout out to the extremely smart engineer. All right, so jumping into the Frugal Flip. Everybody knows Daphne's Frugal Flip is set in stone. It's July 21st through the 23rd. So if you're volunteering, Sandra R. and other people that are Sandra, let me say it right. Sandra R. If you're volunteering other than her and you want to participate in Daphne's Flip, put it on your calendar. Make sure you hit me up at frugalflip@gmail.com and let me know. because we've assembled the team. Daphne got her people together. And I need to know these things so I know how many aprons to order so that we all have our Frugal Phlip aprons and you get to keep your apron. So I just need to know things like that. So yeah, if you want to help and volunteer, definitely hit me up. Also, if you got some tools and you're in the Dallas area, stuff that we could possibly use, ladders, because she has some really high ceilings. So far, we have 1 donated to us, and I think we may need 3 so that people can really, really dig in on the painting and the high parts. So let me know. Like I said, hit me up at frugalphlip@gmail.com. Not your boy Philip.
No, that's a bad move.
Chris, you need to reach out to him and see if you want to come on the show.
After all
years.
Of
this. Yes. And also know that Dr. Kim's Flip, which is sponsored by Karen Hunter, which we'll get into later in the show, is on July 7th through the 10th. And I do know a few people that are coming in the Florida area to help with that. Shout out to Delilah and people that are designing things for her also. Joy and Angel. I really want to extend that, not that she has a lot of help, but, you may help out. Like Carlotta, when she initially came out, she was like, oh, I just brought stuff to eat for breakfast and I can do what I can. And then she ended up helping. So you just never know.
Well, everybody's so nice.
Yeah, like I said, I just need to know who all is trying to volunteer in Florida and in Dallas so that I can have enough aprons for everybody. We have enough food for everybody, and we can get to work and just have a great time like we did in Orlando and in Clarksville and just everywhere. So there you have it.
Great plan.
All right, Chris. So what I'm showing for my DIY, because I'm going to show Dr. Kim's Flip as my feature. What I'm going to show for my DIY are 3 projects that I was working on, because I told people I'm forever working on everybody else's stuff, and there's plenty of shit I need to do around here in my own house. So as I'm doing things, and you'll get to see all these projects come together, I'm like showing it. That's the purpose of showing this, because not unlike me. I mean, like other people like me, they probably have an old home. Everybody ain't got a new house in the suburbs. So shit has to be done. If you own it, you got to do it yourself. Or if you got big money, go out and... But this show ain't about big money. This is about DIY. Do it yourself.
That's right. Be flat it yourself.
Be flat it yourself. Thank you, Chris. I like that. So this first video, I'm showing about how to fix water stains if you have them in your ceiling.
Love it.
Booyah. Thank you. So if you have water stains in a ceiling, I have a solution for that. Only if you got the problem fixed. Well, we finally got our problem fixed in this extension bathroom off of the kitchen. So now I can work on this bathroom. I couldn't wait. It's a great project I'm ready to dig into. However, I bought this stuff on Amazon called Cover Up, which is excellent at hiding the water spot once you've got the problem fixed. I mean, it'll still work even if it's still dripping and you just want to do it to be fly because you got people coming over and you don't want them to see your ceiling is raggedy or got that look like a pea stain spot on it. Oops. You can use this, but I recommend getting it fixed first so you don't have to do double work. So the thing about this, you will need definitely a lot of ventilation, so I'm going to have to definitely open the window up. I've already done a big section here in the drop ceiling, and now I'm going to do this. I shake it up. This is the tip. You just press it and shoot it up there. I'm gonna do that little corner because my goal is to paint this whole ceiling and really make this bathroom look a little better. I did it myself years ago and never did anything to it to bring color into it. I just wanted to try to get it together. Probably should have had a mask on, but y'all know me. I've been smoking shit, so my lungs are protected.
Is that so?
Yeah, so this is basically showing like spots that I hit in because I'm ready to work on this bathroom since I've done this basement. We have to do a lot to get this house together, and I'm ready to do it. So these are just showing the spots that I hit on the ceiling in the little bathroom up on the first floor in the corner area. And now it's paintable, so you don't have to worry about, like, if you paint or you don't have to ever worry about the spots showing through ever again. Because I used this on my kitchen ceiling when we got the roof. Because above this bathroom is the kitchen on the second floor. And that roof, all of that extension off of this house was leaking. We had to get the roofs and all that stuff fixed on the extension. So when I put it up there, I had to do the whole kitchen ceiling like years ago. And I used that stuff. I was like, oh, this is the bomb. And it's painted gray, and it's stayed like that ever since. So I don't have to worry about that bleeding through, because this stuff is a great cover-up. It works well. So I just wanted to show that really quick. So my next video in the DIY is just a quick organizational tip for entryways. Because I got asked about this. And I was like, oh. Hey, it's your girl B-Phlat, and I'm giving you a quick Tighten Up Tuesday organizational tip. Everybody has an entryway, so your entryway should be well lit, clear and free of junk, and smell good. So this is Dennis's entryway to his office and gym, and I put up a motion sensor behind me and a automatic room refresher that just sprays a scent. I think it's like every 6 hours or something like that. So that when people come in here, they feel that it's well lit, pretty clean, and it smells good before they go upstairs and work out. Also, the entryway should have somewhere to put shoes, keys, drop mail, and all knickknacks. So I put a bowl here for keys and knickknacks. The middle shelf is for mail or anything he wants to separate in compartments. And he can also put his gym sneakers on that bottom shelf. Also keep a trash can in the entryway for whoever's coming up and down the steps want to drop something in the trash. In his case, it's mostly like gum and wrappers and or blunt wraps. Also, the entryway should have a place to hang your coat somewhere out of the way. So when you come into this entryway, as you can see, Dennis has his hat hanging there, and we have, I think, 6 rows of knobs hanging. We're missing one. But here's the thing. I don't know where this is, so I'm going to have to ask him about this piece here. And these are really simple to get off. I got these at IKEA years ago, so let me just kind of demonstrate. I'm going to come to this one that's missing the cap. I have it here. They screw right off. You just stick the Phillips screwdriver right in here and tighten up the screw on the inside, which will tighten up this coat rack piece. And then you just screw this piece back on. So I got to go through and tighten up all of these. Because as you can see, this one's loose. That's definitely loose. That one's missing. And this one is loose. So that was my quick tips on DIY. And my last video, I had to do Miss Myrna's bench.
Oh, it's back.
Oh, yeah, because it's not doing well. So I wanted to do like a review of, it's my first time making it. And I always like to follow up on how things are. And, it had the weather through the snow and all that. So I just wanted to, as I went down yesterday to do her yard, I was like, let me check on this bench again because I'm going to have to redo it. So I just want people to see. I'm actually going to end up sanding it and staining it and then resealing it.
Oh, boy.
Like I said, it's a process. I used bed slats and did the best that I can sealing it. But I'll let people see this video. And I did. So I'm outside today, Monday, about to work on Miss Myrna's yard. And I just want you to see the update on the bench, how it weathered through the winter. It didn't do well, so I think I'm going to end up painting it. But I'm going to let you see how the flowers are growing. They came back. And it's a big-ass weed in the planter. But yeah, we're doing an update on Miss Myrna's bench, the nemesis of my show. Okay, so as you see, Mrs. Myrna's bench turned like a weird color, even with the sealer on it. So I'm going to have to try and fix that. And as you can see, it's a weed growing in the planter, but the flowers came back in the little hole. So now I'm about to get all of this. These little weeds, y'all know how I do it. Try to make her yard look nice. Could pick up some of the trash and all that good stuff.
Look at you.
Yeah, so this is what it was looking like before I started working on it. She's, she in her 80s and ain't nobody gonna, that's in front of her house. Look at them weeds, Chris. You see how tall
Wow.
that is? I said, I'm
Yeah.
sick of looking at this
You
shit.
yell at the city.
Yeah. Oh, well, I got something for that. So this is the after I cleaned up everything, got all of them weeds and shit together.
Oh, wow. That was nice.
Yeah. My Miss Mirna project. So yeah, I'm gonna have to start working on that bench again. It's my summer project.
Yeah, that's tough. Living in a city, you don't know if you get mad at the people walking by dropping it or the wind, because
it's both. And because we're on a busy street, and then the fact that people don't be cutting their weeds off the sidewalk,
catches it.
And they just grow and grow. I'm like, hell no, I'm getting all of this down. I don't live she's 6-7 houses from me. See what I'm saying?
Wow. Yeah.
Exactly. And I hit all the weeds from between her house and mine. I was like, this, because here's the thing, Chris. Everybody, like Miss Mirren, you see the front of her house has that brick, right? Everybody on my block has that except for us. We have grass. So when all the trash blow past people's brick wall, the shit stop in our grass.
Right.
Me and Janice's yard. Right. And I get sick of that if it don't stop in our yard.
So annoying. Yeah.
On all the weeds and shit on the sidewalk. So I was like, I'm going to be neighborly, as I always am.
You are.
And go out and do what I got to do. So I was out there helping Miss Mirren, and I was like, let me hit everybody else shit right quick. So now I'm out of weed whacker stream.
Of course. Antonia and Pat S. and MM Clax are all proud of your work. And
thank you.
Yeah, CB asking if I'm tired. I'm always tired. I feel good. Feel all right.
Chris, we working hard trying to bring it all together. So
yes, we are.
If anybody had any questions about the 100, they can ask in the comment. I do want to say, how do
you kill the weeds before we forget? From Cheryl.
I use my mixture of Lord, and it's funny because I need to go up and make me some weed killer because you have to make it sit. I totally forgot. I'm actually gonna post it again because I do have I'm gonna have to look back at my thing, and it's funny because it's on the bottle outside on my porch. On the back of it, it's like my little. That's how I keep a little list. I just write on there what's in it. But I know it's salt. It's mostly salt, white vinegar, and it's something else I put in there. You kind of have to let it sit so the salt dissolves, and then you start spraying the weeds. And it was lemon. Maybe it was lemon juice. It was one or the other. It was something that dries it out, and then the salt definitely dries it out, and something that actually kills the root. Oh, but I'm gonna look and actually let me make a note of that so I can make sure I post it. It's funny because Lavette hit me up and she called me saying, because Lavette has the Airbnb.
Yep, Lavette, absolutely. Down in Georgia.
Albany. Yeah, she went down to she likes to go down there and do a little extra sprucing up after they clean it and all that. She has a service that comes in, but she likes to add her special touches. So she called me saying, how do you get hard water stains off the shower curtains? Off the shower doors, right? Because she's like, I've tried everything. And I was like, well, have you just tried spraying it with like white vinegar and water, let it sit, and then get some baking soda and scrub? Then she hit me back a few hours. She was like, girl, that worked. That worked. Awesome. Thank you so much. But yeah, that's the stuff my mom would be calling me for. I'm like, why are you calling me? You're the one that taught me how to do it.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, you got to remind people sometimes.
The weed killer solution. Weed killer solution. Yeah. I just thought that was funny that she was calling me about, getting the hard water stains. I was like, I do it all the time. It works. I even have it sit in a bottle, like you can spray it around your faucets. Now you get the water.
Oh yeah, definitely can. Yeah,
you can spray it around the faucet on the chrome part, and it'll let it sit, and then you can just wipe it. Get an old toothbrush and just scrub it right off. All that hard water.
Yeah.
So it totally works for that. So before I jump into the feature, which is actually Dr. Kim's Frugal Flip, because I'm doing 2 now simultaneously in the same month, and Daphne's happens to be after her, so I had to jump into some of her drawings. But before I do that, I got to do my CashApp dance for Miss Michelle.
Oh boy,
Kathleen Keene, Cheryl Morrow, and Tina Gibson. Of course, I got to show.
Of course, Tina Gibson.
I'm surprised they ain't sent out no request and be like, oh,
Well, B, we've got a poll going.
Oh, he sent me looking for the pre-trumpet thing that I did. You know, my Up Tuesday right before I play. But gotta show extra love.
The hot spot barely beating out the Stray Cat Scat in a poll we just had. So let's see what you got, B.
Warm it up, Chris.
Let us know in the comments if you're having a good time. Andy's getting wild here at the studio. Good times on a Tuesday, everybody.
I see your ass. Oh, get it off my porch. Oh, get your ass. Get off my back.
Raise your hand in the comments if you are going to try and come to St. Louis. Let us know. I know B's working hard on getting things together. Not everybody's got it yet, but
I just got 2 more
let
people
us know.
Today.
I swear, a bunch of people have let me know too. I think you've got something here, B.
We do, and you'll see when you see us with our bright yellow T-shirts on that say "We flip it and make it fire" with our Picasso logo, and on the back it says the Picasso Kickback, St. Louis 2023. You're gonna want that shirt. Limited edition, one time only.
Big time.
For those that attended the festival. Chris, we doing it. We sticking with the colors of the festival. We got yellow with the red. We want to make sure we representing.
You're crazy. Sicily's coming. That's incredible. Yeah. Ocean Latte, Daphne. Tanya, Irina. I can't tell if Pat is coming or not. Pat's dancing. Either way.
Well, that's what's up. Shout out to Pat.
Mm-hmm.
That's a new name I haven't heard in a while.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's all right. That's what I'm talking about.
Come on in.
I love here. We got some new people or people coming back to the show. Everybody has crazy schedule, and I always take into consideration it's a late show. People be asleep or getting off work and gotta catch it when they can. So I love it.
There's shows I have listened to or watched as podcasts kind of switched over to mostly video or a lot of video. I've been listening to some podcasts since 2009. And the majority, I'm talking a lot of different shows, including the video stuff now. And I'd say unless it's like a sports something that I want news right there in the minute, I always watch after they're live. Always. So, people watch later too.
That's what's up. I'm glad that people watch and love this show, Chris. So I'm just getting more inspired.
Way more fun. Yeah.
Together. Yeah, you know what it is? It's one of them things like when you're working on something, you don't really see how it's coming together. But then you get, as you put it out there in the universe, and then like everybody wants to help. Like we got great news and, somebody want to offer us other stuff. We got 4 caterers already that are giving us lunch, breakfasts and stuff for the Picassos. They was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna help out. And what else you need? So I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Woman of the people.
Woman of the people. That's what I'm doing, Chris. I'm working for the people. I'm what they say, the flipper for the folks.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard on the streets.
Oh, who told you that on the streets?
Oh, this guy. Yeah, street dude. Yeah. He was tough.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and jump into Dr.
Wait till you see this new mural that's outside of you haven't seen it. You're going to be here next week, right?
The week after that, on the 5th.
When's your show?
Wait a minute. What's today? The 23rd.
Mm-hmm. You're going to be here soon.
Yeah, I'm about to say next week is the 29th. Monday's Memorial Day. So the week after that is when I get to St. Louis. Yeah, so like almost.
Wait till you see it. It's a tribute to the women of rap music.
Oh, who did it? Do you know?
He goes by Brooklyn. He goes by Brooklyn. I know Kransberg paid for it. I'm sure commissioned it. But it's a dude. I'll find it. He's so nice. He's out there finishing it up every day. I want to say his name's Mike, and he's from Brooklyn, so people call him Brooklyn. I'll show everybody next week and get his handle because he's a nice dude. But I'm serious. I look out the side and Missy Elliott's looking back at me now. Lauryn Hill, Nicki Minaj, you name it, they're on there. It's really cool.
You know, I'm always making notes. Okay. Well, when I get there on Monday, people pick me up so I can go check out the spot where we're having our meet and greet. And then Tuesday, you know, I'm doing the show live. I'll be sitting where you are.
Yeah, I was told that.
Yeah, it'll be me and Alfie, because she'll be on that June 6th to talk about her flip in Clarksville. Yeah. So I'm just letting everybody know we have 3 features 3 weeks in a row. So, and next week we have J. Anthony Brown, the comedian. Yeah, he's coming on to show he does amazing art. He's a great painter. So
that's awesome.
His artwork is a lot of African American based, like, theme music, kind of like Mr. Kelly, when he came on and showed his artwork.
Sure.
The art of, like, the elderly people and, you know, like ancestors and stuff like that. So he does a lot of stuff like that dedicated to, like, jazz musicians and, like, people back in the day playing, you know, it might be somebody playing a harmonica or the spoons or whatever. I just love that he does that. So yes, we will have J. Anthony Brown on next week as our feature.
And then you're having Comedy Bay on too.
Who is Comedy? Oh, Amber.
That's her handle.
That's her. Yep, Amber. She's coming on the 13th of June. So I'm keeping it rolling because we're really trying to build up to this 100th, Chris, and just keep it.
I like that. I like the guests. It's fun.
And I got some other people, you know, lined up. Like I said, I'm working on it and working with people's schedules and just really trying to be consistent. We're getting some good features on here and some good knowledge. So with that being said, everybody know, I said all that to say we don't have no feature tonight. That's how you set it up. No, but everybody knows from last week I told them I was going to be featuring this stuff because it's a lot of work and I really have to dig in. So as I'm digging in and racking my brain on these drawings and figure out where I'm going to start and getting these measurements from them and talking to both of them simultaneously, I'm pulling it together, Chris. So with that being said, every time I show Dr. Kim's flip, I'm going to let people know that it's sponsored by none other than Karen Hunter. And they do need to work. Listen to her show on XM Radio. I love Karen. She's so funny and she's so smart. And if you don't know, she's a professor at NYU. Wow. And has an excellent show that just talks about women's issues, politics. That's how I got hooked up with her, through Lazy Lamont. Let me stop calling that ain't the stage name no more. Lamont King. And he's on her show. And Dante. And it's just a great show. So that's how I discovered Kim, Dr. Kim. She saw me performing. Nice. And then when Karen and her on the show, Karen was like, I'll sponsor one of your flips. And Dr. Kim, she responded, and I picked her. She had, only because she's doing a patio, and that was a challenge to me. And I'd never done an outdoor area. So this whole flip is sponsored by Karen Hunter Show, and I do appreciate that. She's so dope. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you, Karen.
So I'm going to go ahead and show where I'm at with Dr. Kim's flip. So after speaking with her, because looking at her photos, I was so confused in terms of where this area came in on her patio. So after her walkthrough, this is a whole separate space off of her kitchen and living room. It's her atrium. It ain't even connected to the L-shaped patio area that I've been looking at. So once she explained it to me and I got a feel for it, and we're going with like a New Orleans-based theme because she's from New Orleans. And she wants a lot of vibrant colors out there, just something real fun, but at the same time, sexy. So I'm going with a dark color on that wall. And that area is actually screened in. So even though the top of it looks clear, like you can see right out to the sky, that's a screen. Got it. And the whole area is covered. So that's the great part about it. So after speaking with her, and between her and I and Daphne, I know we've talked more than like 8 hours in the last week or two between the two of them, just getting it, just making sure I know exactly what it is they want, what the space is going to serve. And with this being outdoors, meaning that everything can rain right on everything, I have to be conscious of that, just like with Miss Myrna's bench. So that's why I like to know, what's what we can use and what you're going to leave outside, what you might want to bring in. So all of this is a new challenge for me. So
Oh, you'll do
this,
great.
this is what I started working on yesterday, because now that we came up with some colors, I want to do her back wall in it's going to be like a purple or a deep burgundy. I haven't decided yet. And what we're going to do is extension rods between that area, which is actually 9 feet wide, like shower curtain extension rods. And I'm going to drape she has like this light green striped fabric. It's indoor, outdoor, that we're going to cut and drape the fabric in between the panels. So it kind of looks like it's looping down in 3 panels. So I'm going to draw that in better, but I wanted to give that effect that area will be covered. It'll be 3 poles, and we're going to glue them right up there and make sure they stretch out wall to wall. And like I said, drape the fabric in and over, and kind of, let it hang down and look cute and sexy in that area. Do some nice lighting. That black piece that's above the bench, there's going to be a wrought iron bench there. And we're going to put a cushion. We're going to make a cushion out of a foam mattress. She has an extra gel foam mattress that she wants to cut up.
Oh,
and it's
why
like
not?
4 inches thick. Yeah, it's like 4 inches thick. I was like, I don't know how we might have to saw through it. I'll figure it out. But we're going to definitely use that as a cushion for her bench and cover it with nice fabric. But my plan is to put 2 nice podium size plant stands on each side of the bench for some really nice ferns to kind of sit there and grow down, and also have some shelving on the wall behind it for some plants in there somewhere. And that middle piece is going to be a water fountain. She has a water fountain that all you have to do is add the water in and it regenerates itself. And it's pretty heavy, but we're going to mount it on the wall. So it'll be like, calming effect. You hear the water running through it all the time. And it's a fleur de lis. So it has the New Orleans Saints logo. And it's all black. It's really nice.
Very cool.
So she loves color. And what I want to do, let me show you the next picture. These are some of my inspirations. This is our actual bench that we're going to use. Mm-hmm. And paint, and I haven't decided if I'm going to leave it black, paint it black, or if we're going to pop it in a color. I'm going to do a couple different drawings with different colors on the bench to figure that out. That's out in a garden on the other side of her home, and she wants to actually bring that into that atrium space. I want to take 2 blue suitcases that she has. If you don't mind, Andy, you can go to the next photo. I appreciate it. And make this. I'm going to make 2.
Nice.
Yeah, out of 2 suitcases. So this was my inspiration. And since she has the thick mattress that we're going to cut up, I was like, that'll be perfect. We can stuff the 2 suitcases. She has 2 really, a small and a large, light. I guess they're more like a royal blue. They're real bright, vibrant blue suitcases that I'm going to actually add the hairpin legs and a wood base at the bottom of her suitcases, because they're not hard suitcases. They're actually the suitcases with the wheels on them. So we're going to have to take the wheels off, add a base, which will be just like a piece of plywood, and make sure it's on there. And I'll screw it from the inside down, add the hairpin legs, and then make 2 chairs, 2 little seat areas.
The top part's made with real peacock.
You wrong for that crap. That you talk about this fabric that's on that thing. That ain't no peacock fabric.
That's real peacock. The stomach, the skin made the handle. That was a leg. That was a wing.
Well, whatever the case is, you know me about animals and shit. We ain't doing that because I don't fuck around with animals.
Looks awesome.
But whatever the case is, I want to do that. That's an inspiration. We're going to put it, and we're going to make sure the fabric is an indoor-outdoor fabric. And I'll probably end up water sealing the suitcases, spray them with a seal. So those are all the little things that we have to write down that we may have to buy. So that's what the budget is for, the $200 to $300 budget, to buy shit like that. Not to be, we have to flip these things. So she has plenty of fabric. So it's going to be interesting working, because she has a whole bunch of stuff I can work with. So I'm really interested and just looking forward. Her and Daphne, they got a whole bunch of shit to work with. Like when I was in Clarksville, a lot of things to flip where I don't see us spending a lot of money. So the next photo shows her inspiration. This is an ashtray that she has that she wants to build everything on. Different colors, just the scheme. So we're going with pops of all kind of stuff. But the color within her patio, I mean, not the patio. These are the colors that I'm going to basically use within the screened in porch. And then her atrium is a whole separate thing that she just wants more or less like her lady slayer. So we're doing a fire pit out there, extra seating, plants, some really nice lighting, a cocktail table, a mini bar, just different things like that. So it could be her little space in between the kitchen and living room. Yeah. And like I said, it's already covered, so she can be kicking it out there. So, but this area that I'm getting ready to show you, this is the colors and the inspiration for her indoor patio. So with that being said, you're looking at it from the angle. Now this space is shaped in an L. So this is a space that I'm working on, and I'm going to divide it into two areas. One for a chaise lounge seating area. The other side for her spouse that plays, he's over there all the time with his friends playing cards and smoking cigars and, drinking over there. So I'm going to really lay that area out and make it a really nice area, a unisex area. So it doesn't seem like it's too girly. That's what that atrium space is for. So I'm showing that angle. And then the next photo just kind of shows the other angle. And it's like a long space. It's actually 34 feet long and 12 feet wide. So I can't wait to dig in on this because there are so many sliding door spaces. So it's interesting because there's like 7 entryways to this L-shaped space. Mm-hmm. So that limits like where I can put things. I have to make sure entryways are clear because on that wall next to the refrigerator is 2 sliding doors. There's a sliding door that comes out from the bedroom, and there's the sliding door that you can actually see in this photo that comes off of the living room.
Right.
And then it still has the screen door. And then the other one down there has another door and another screen door. So it's a lot of entries into this space.
More to work with.
Yeah, more to work with. But like I said, it's going to be easy because this is going to be an easy flip. We already flipped them chairs over to see if I could take, the top off so that we can recover them. So she had her sister there helping. She was measuring and just showing me everything as Kim was walking around filming during the walkthrough. So it worked out perfectly. And the next photo, so this is like my vision. Like you see, it has 2 sliding door areas. Mm-hmm. That other end where the white door is, that's where I had to add the other entryway that shows the L shape that I'll be working on 2 different sections of this L. So now that I just wanted people to see that, to give them just an update on where we are and what I'm doing. So now that I know what our color scheme is and what we're really going for, all of this is going to change. And I'm going to actually be using these drawings and these actual 3D drawings to do my work on. I just take a picture of these and then just start drawing in.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, because it's easier like this. I like for people to see the scale of things, but it's really hard to work within this program and move shit around. It doesn't give you you don't really get to draw in it. You just get to drop and drag. Does that make sense? Everything is like measurements into scale. And it's like, no, some things I really need to draw on. So the next photo shows the other angle. If you were in the L-shaped portion, like looking out, this is how I want to do when I section it off, where I'm going to put her double. She has a double a sectional like lounge chair on a wrought iron frame, and I'm going to paint the base a really nice, like a yellowy color, kind of like the base of this. But like I said, this program doesn't allow you to it only has like standard things that you can select in terms of like a chaise lounge so I was like, oh, they don't have any wrought iron ones. So I'm just using this to kind of give people a feel of how I want the area to feel. But It's not going to look like that now that we know what the colors are. And then I think it's just 2 more photos. Yeah, I wanted people to just see the layout. So this is what you can do in the 3D architectural app that I have to just kind of show you. And these are the actual measurements of that room space. So this gives me an idea where I'm going to put the refrigerator and the charcoal grill in terms of like in the extra room and how I'm going to build out and how I have enough room to build it out in 2 spaces for her area and her husband's area. And then the last photo just kind of shows that other side of the L. So that's the side I got to work with, which is more narrow. It is 7 feet wide. So when you turn that corner, that wall is 25 feet long, and it's a narrow space, but I'm gonna, hook it up. All that stuff obviously is coming out of there. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna hook that up and make that more like of an entryway area and like a bar area. The refrigerator's moving to that side. They definitely use that microwave and the grill. So I'm gonna make that like a more or less like a kitchen setup on that wall. I want that refrigerator out of their space where they're gonna be chilling, and angle those. Get all those wires together and make sure I'm angling the fans in the right direction so they're, because they don't come down. They were, but I want to make, because there's a lot of cigar smoking in there and stuff.
Yeah, you got to keep it moving.
Yeah, I got to make sure the ventilation and stuff. And plus, they're not blowing on shit that can get blown away, all that kind of stuff. So it's just the little details like that I'm going to make sure work out. But yeah, I'm very interested in how this is going to come together. And I'm going to bring it together. But I think it's going to be dope because I already know what I'm going to do in terms of the painting and all that great stuff. So
I think it'll look great. I'm excited for you.
Thank you. So
go ahead.
Good comments or anything before I move into our irks and works. Chris, we got irks and works. Ask Chris Deasy and how they hold them down.
What a show. What a show.
What a show.
Forever C is in the house. This is so creative. Okay. I love it, B. Christine B, I love your hair. It fits your personality and beautiful face.
Thank you.
Dr. Kim J is watching from Aruba. And loves the atrium. Shout out to Dr. Kim.
She's rocking her hat that she bought from Allison, who featured on the show.
Oh, look at that. Supporting everybody else.
That she took to Aruba with her. I was like, okay, I see you ready. So they match her crazy glasses, and it looks. She was posing them. They look so cute on her. So shout out to Allison, who is doing well in her hat sales amongst the Picassos. She sold like 8 hats already, Chris, and she's still working on mine too. So shout out to
Incredible.
Allison, now on board. All right, well, you ready for your... I'm going to go ahead and do your irks and work because I really want to dance to your Chris Deasy music.
Okay. All right. Irk it and work it. What do we got?
Yeah, we're going to do this irk and work. We got an irk and work that came in from B Squared and Sandra Glenn.
Love it.
And I think they're funny. I was like, I'm going to go ahead and do these two. Let me throw my glasses on real quick. So, B Squared says that she's irked by, and everybody knows who B Squared is. Shout out to
B Squared.
Beverly Vaughn. She's irked by people who don't answer their damn phones between the hours of 2:30 to 4:30 a.m. and you hear the MF ringing. It's ringing off the fucking hook. The work is, people, please answer the damn phone because ain't nobody calling you that early in the morning unless it's a life and death emergency. No bullshit. Do answer your phone during these hours. Ain't nobody calling you for no bullshit. She's right.
Yeah.
I really believe if somebody, they not texting. If somebody's calling your phone at like 2 a.m. or 3, that startles you. And you think like, what the fuck is, so you should answer. Because it's probably like, oh, grandpa died. That kind of thing. Or so-and-so had to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
So I think she's right. So that's what she's irked by. So the solution, the work is to just answer the damn phone. It's obviously an emergency. Ain't nobody calling for bullshit.
Never.
Well, I don't know. If they are, then you need to cuss their ass out. And then turn your phone off.
Yeah.
That's my work. So this one is a cute one. I like it from Sandra Glenn. Shout out to Chicago. And she wanted it. I forgot to read it. It was for Mother's Day. But I thought it was cool because I get this all the time and I'm not a mother. She says she's irked when everyone feels compelled to say Happy Mother's Day. And then they say right after that, if you a mother. You know, they be like, Happy Mother's Day if you a mother.
I won't be presuming. Yeah.
Funny. So she said the work is you're the motherfucker. All jokes aside. Just kidding. Just say Happy Mother's Day. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's all
if you're going to do that, why chance it to be weird?
Don't say that other stuff at all. And then she's irked by friends who don't include their share when they drink. More or less like out at a group function, like if you're at the bar. She's irked by people that don't chip in and ante up, more or less.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Yeah.
That's not good.
So the work, she says, is to get new friends.
That's a solid work.
Yeah, but you know what? It's funny. I've never had that problem because I'm always the person to be like, oh, I got this round. Or somebody else will be like, oh, I got that round.
Yeah.
And we'll just do it like that. But we keep separate tabs.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah. So if I say I got a round, that's it.
Mm.
On my motherfucking bill, I'll be looking around and be like, so I ain't got to be going over somebody else. Be like, girl, let me see it. Let me see it. I ain't order that. Who got that? I don't even drink that. Why that's on the bill? All of that. So I just do like, I got this round and bring my. We did that right when we were out after Kim's show in St. Louis, Chris. All at the table. Remember how everybody had separate bills?
You got a bill?
Yeah, I got a bill. Because we were there before you guys. What are you talking about? We got a bill.
We didn't have a bill.
Oh, we had a bill. Mark had, everybody had bills. That girl came around and gave us our bill. Shit,
Ours said 0 on it.
Oh, well, that's probably because y'all know somebody and you live in that area, Chris. And you're not transparent like me. You don't give out your information like me.
I wouldn't be proud. I wouldn't be proud. Why are you proud of that?
Because that's what's wrong with this country. Everybody always trying to hide shit, and you just be transparent. And can't nobody hold the
country.
You just live your life out loud and you transparent. Then can't nobody say shit about you. Can't nobody be like, oh, they're in the news. Oh, I'm canceling them because they did that. Bitch, you already know what I do. You can't cancel me. You just be transparent.
Okay. Got it.
And then you don't have to go back and retract anything. You don't have to do none of that. You just be you. Be transparent. I'm just saying, in general, overall, that's how I am. But, we different, Chris. Like I said, you might knew somebody back there at the little spot because we did have a big-ass table with a lot of people, and it was a big deal.
MM says, I paid for a lot of people's. Well,
thank you, Chris. Mark had a bill. I had a little bill. Everybody had a bill because we came down and
sit by Kim Whitley next time.
Oh, well, Kim, y'all came there almost an hour after us. Maybe like 30 minutes after us.
Yeah, honestly, we split some food and had some water. So to be honest, like there wasn't really a lot to worry about.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't worry about that because I just be like, I got this, and then the next one is somebody else, and then I'm done with my bill.
Yeah.
All right. You ready for your Ask Chris D?
I don't know. You seem a little too excited about it. Let's see what we got.
Because we having fun, Chris. You know why I played my trumpet. Andy started on time.
Andy's always ready on time.
Yeah, you the one be late. I ain't want to say nothing, Chris. Let me go and put my booty short down. Oh.
Wow, look at B go. She's excited. Ask Chris Deasy. Drop the extras in the live chat. It's everybody's favorite segment on the show. I'd say it's probably the most relevant on this comedy and DIY show. What do you got, B?
Oh, no music. Oh, what happened to my song? That's what I got.
That wasn't on purpose. I don't know what's happening. See, you brag about Andy.
Oh.
Here you go, sticking ahead, asking if my hair's curling now. Yes.
Oh. That's my jam right there. Chris, you like that, look. See how you bow to it? Put your feet under the table. You ain't doing it like this under the table.
Under the table.
Oh, break it down.
Oh, B. What do we got?
You hear all them chords, the music in there. It's a nice track. Nice. I had to do that for Lynn and Cicely. Had to go and get them a CashApp dancing.
That was sweet.
Do that for you. And we
Lena loves dancing. Yep.
I do too. It's helping get me back in shape. All right, you ready for your Ask Chris? Don't tell me I grass. It's from QB from Kadira. You ready? Shout out to Picasso Kadira. Chris, growing up, how many times did you go to church during the week? If you went to church.
Church once, but then I had to go to PSR classes on once a week too, because I didn't go to private school. So you have to go to
PSR?
Where they to give you an hour's worth of Catholicism after school.
Oh.
So before whatever sport practice I was playing, after school at like 4:00 or 3:30 or whatever, I'd have to go to the Catholic school and learn about stuff for an hour. Yeah.
So you went to actually church twice a week, more or less.
It was like a classroom setting, so I went once a week, and you have to go on every Wednesday. So yeah, but again, if we did it by hours, I went to like 1/4 of a mass that a lot of people listen to this shit. Our mass was 49 to 57 minutes long at most.
Right.
It wasn't bad. Yeah.
Like most mass that I love. I used to love mass.
That's it. You get in and out. None of that 4 hours of wild.
Did anybody have any questions for you real quickly before I read this quick Holly holding down in from Alicia Picasso? Alicia.
Forever Seas offering to braid my hair. Come in for the music at the intersection. I'll let you braid it.
She obviously is irked, so she got to work.
She's like, I'm gonna work that. She's like, you fuzzball. Quincy's saying I hold back really hard because I want to get up and dance. I do. It's in my blood. One day.
Yeah, one day, Chris. Hopefully for the 100.
Yeah. See, let's see. I do my CashApp dance. You have to prepay to get me up. If you CashApp CR Denman on CashApp and you get to a threshold, then I'll dance. I do a prepay system. you get $1,000. I'll show you a little something.
Oh, I should have never flipped the coin for Andy to smoke or drink.
I'm blowing your high you don't even have.
Yes, this is what I need. This is the moment. Right now. Shit.
Oh my gosh.
Make me have a flash and I ain't got no smoke. I'm going to have to go up there and smoke with Dennis after the show. It's a guarantee. So, with that being said, Chris, now this is how I hold. Now, this is funny. Alicia sent this in. This is her version of a how they hold it down. And I'm going to go ahead and read it. This is what she does. It's called, and it's supposed to be anonymous. And I said, no, I got to say your name because I don't know about this.
Okay.
When ordering from Amazon and a package shows as delivered on your account, but you call and tell Amazon that you never got the package, so they can refund you your money and you can get them to send you another item free. Now, is that how they hold them down, Chris? Alicia, that just sounds janky. That sounds like you trying to do something janky.
That sounds like you'll get banned from the.
Yeah.
I feel like you get figured out quick.
Now, if you getting stuff and you selling it on the side, holler at me. But other than that, because I'm always at the back of somebody's truck and they trunk, I'll be like, let me see what you got. I'll take 2 of them Tides. I'll be like, let me see what you got. Give me them 2 Dove body wash.
Oh my gosh.
But anonymous Alicia. I ain't even putting her initial out there because I don't think that's how they hold them down. How they hold them down is when you're really trying to work your finances and find a way to make, things work for your family, and you find out your parents are doing something crazy, got different IDs. It's not robbing Amazon. I wouldn't do that because I'm too scary, and I would feel like that would catch up to me. I wouldn't recommend people do that because, like you said, Chris, that could catch up to you. They'd be like, "Oh, we keep taking a picture saying it's delivered, and then you keep saying you didn't get it." Amazon they getting hip to stuff like that, especially with all these people stealing packages off porches and setting people up to steal package off porches. I gotta go back to one last thing, and then we go to our flyers.
If you think about that, what would you do?
What do you mean? What would you do?
Like, if your son was at home like crying all alone on the bedroom floor because he's hungry, and the only way to feed him is to sleep with a man for a little bit of money?
What the hell do they have to do with the how to hold it downstairs that I just...
Daddy's gone somewhere smoking rock now, in and out of lockdown.
Did I miss something? Chris,
So for you, it's just a good time, but some people, it's just what they call life.
Returning the Amazon package and saying you didn't get it? Oh my God. Dead bug, can you bring me something down here to smoke the last 3 minutes of the show? If you can hear me, because Chris, I got to show my irks and works. I forgot to show this, Chris. See, now that you irked me, I was like, it just really, it made me bring, Andy, throw my picture up. This is how I get shit done, because Chris just blew my eye. And I'm about to show you how I get shit done in the neighborhood. I was sitting right on the toilet, right before I started spraying and do my registration. And I heard the trash people, because I don't know who put this shit out on Sunday, but I said, because when I came out to do the weeds in the back, I said, oh no, somebody need to put a damn couch out here in the back. Oh no, I'm getting rid of this shit. Fuck that. I heard the trash man, Chris. I jumped up so fast, ran off the toilet and ran outside. I said, excuse me, can y'all come back here in this alley, please? And please get this couch for me. Because you know you're supposed to sit stuff out on the sidewalk. And they were so nice and they came and got it. Booyah, Andy, show the next picture. This is how you get shit done. Do you see
What'd you do? What'd you do? If that was in St. Louis, there'd be
the couch is going off the behind the. You see that spot right there in the corner? That's where they go and pee. You see where that white pee? I'm not lying, Chris.
I see a spot.
I had to tell him today. I said, excuse me. I told Calvin to tell y'all can't keep peeing back here on the side of Mr. Turner house. Now you can see that brown. It's wet there. They always pee right there. And that was where the couch was.
Put a sprinkler.
Today, and I said, y'all better stop peeing. These is grown ass men my age on the side of Mr. Turner house. But yeah, it was a couch right there and it's gone. They put it out there Sunday. Do you see today is Tuesday? It's gone. I asked the trash man to get it. Nobody else would do that, Chris. They would just let the shit sit back there and not say nothing. I'm not having that around here because I clean up this alley and I'm not playing with these people. And I wish I would have called and saw the person. They probably know who I am. That's why they do that shit in the middle of the night when I'm asleep. Because
you
they
need
know
to put a sprinkler back there.
We already have a sign up that we got from the city about this is not a dumping site.
No, a sprinkler. So they get sprayed if they take a leak back there.
No. I'm gonna go out there and say something. Let me catch somebody, because you too grown to be pissing on the side of somebody's house and dumping couches and stuff back. I'm gonna catch it.
It sounds like Dennis is gonna catch a case.
No,
you're gonna start something that he's gonna have to finish.
I told you we already got a game plan with our blookers, how we undercover with it. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Ninja suit. All you need is a ninja suit and a blooker. We good to go.
Ooh,
so
okay. All right.
Let me go and show my 2 flyers, and we can call it a night.
All right, tight show.
Chris, I know you're looking forward to me to coming to St. Louis.
Yeah, thanks for telling me.
Yeah, and then I know you're gonna come to my show and come on down there and eat some good fish with us. Have a good time at the show.
Only if it's fresh catfish out of the Mississippi,
caught
from a burned out refrigerator, maybe a dead body floating by. Please don't eat fish out of the Mississippi if you're in St. Louis. But if you do want great food, KJ's on Broadway.
And some down there.
June 7th. I will come out for that. Yeah, that'll be a good show. You got people opening for you and everything? That'll be great.
Yes, I do.
Good.
People and the guy I was telling you about that I want you to see, that Terrence recommended. That's a great host. So he's hosting.
I'm a fan of Terrence.
There you have it. And I am too, since we having our event there. I'm a fan of Terrence and Kenny. You know it. So shout out to them for flying me in, bringing me in, and letting me come to one of my favorite spots in the Lou. I've been hanging with Kenny and them since they was doing their stuff over off 170 and St. Charles Rock Road.
Wow. Yeah.
They used to be over there. I was like, they had the greatest show. That's why they have all these. Chris, you saw all the photos that's on the wall.
It was incredible. It was a mix of everybody who was on Comic View up to my buddies in St. Louis that are, they've been working hard for 10 years themselves. I'm like, why is Jovan's picture on the wall? Why is Reggie's picture on the wall?
They've been doing these comedy shows, grown folk comedy for like 25 years.
Beautiful.
So I just love them that they just keep it going, and it's for grown folks. That's why you got to be
It
45,
is.
get in. Shit, they ain't playing around. So I love it.
Love
Next
it.
flyer. And you know I'm looking forward to this. I got to get it together because we going to throw down, all three of us, me, Alicia Cole, I love her. She's my protege. She's actually from the Jersey, Philly area. And then she moved to Atlanta. Her and her husband started a business down there. And I love Kiana Dancy. Good people. She's right there in Atlanta. Marvin's hosting it. 50 Shades of Comedy. I'm headlining. We coming in to do our thing. Lady style. Yeah.
Look at you, B.
And then tomorrow, of course, I'm going to be doing something for you, right?
We'll let the people find out about that.
Oh, well, then there you have it. Because I know we got enough to talk about in terms of Picassos. So hold tight. Registration is coming. We got the contract today. We're putting in the links. And I didn't anticipate it taking this long, but we releasing our shit and making sure it's done right.
You're flipping it and making it fly. Veronica, this is another answer. Veronica Williams, the Latte Lounge was fire in the Lou. Veronica was 2 minutes from Midcoast Media and didn't even come leave flowers or anything to pay homage to the two-time NAACP Image Award winning studio. Latte Lounge is 5 seconds that way.
Well, you never know. Maybe she might be back in September to hang with the Picassos.
Music at the intersection. Let's make it happen.
We making it happen. I'm so excited. 2 more people confirmed. We got our rooms confirmed. And just great shit, Chris. Just great shit going on. So I'll let everybody know to be looking out for the launch of the website this week. And next week I can be like, oh, make sure you go register. Make sure you register. I'm just looking forward to doing all the videos and just all the stuff to really promote this and make it like just a family kickback.
Yep.
We got good grub coming. We just got a lot going on, and I'm super excited. So there you have it. There you have it, Chris. Great
That's
show.
it. Great show, people. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to tune in to Two Funny Mamas this week. We got a fun surprise on there. Sherri's on the road. Kim's on the road. SherriShowTV.com/tour to check that out. Follow both of us on Instagram and play us off, Andy. Let's get out of here.
Thank you, everyone. Love you all, my Picassos and fans. I will see you next Tuesday. Oh, live and in the flesh.
Bye, everybody.
I will never have my house dress on. And I promise to comb my hair and look decent because we got a guest.
Look J. Anthony Brown, and then Amber James will be on in a couple weeks as well. Thanks, everybody.
Take them out, Chris. Take them out, Chris. I wish he'd exit.